Okay, now we're into round 4 of the body where we're starting a lot of the color changing to make the spots on the giraffe. So I have a stitch marker in here. I usually just use a contrasting piece of thread, and first we're going to do an increase in the main body color in gold. So increase. Now we're going to do 5 single crochet in the spot color. So the way I change color is go into the stitch, sort of do a half single crochet. So, normally I would yarn over with this color and pull through, but just hold this with your finger, grab your new color, put it over your hook, and finish the single crochet. You kind of have to pinch your old color back here so it doesn't pull too loose. You can always tighten it down later, but just so it doesn't go too loose. And then I cut it. I do leave quite a bit. I probably waste quite a bit of yarn, but I leave quite a bit to tie a knot with later. And then continue on. So that one where we did the color change counts as 1 stitch in this new color. So now I need to do 4 more. Okay, so that was 5 single crochet with the new color. Half of it is half the main body color. I'm sorry, one of them is half the main body color and half the spot color. And so it's not going to be like a perfect circle kind of spot or even a perfect square, but the way I designed these color changes to happen kind of makes the spots look perfectly imperfect like a giraffe spots are. I didn't want them to be super perfect. So if that's your jam, then you might need to tweak it a little bit so it's perfect. But okay, so now we need to do 3 single crochet with the main body color. So again, start the switch by doing half of a single crochet. Cut that, leave a yarn tail. Main body color coming in. That was 1. 2, 3. So quick turnaround. Some people like to carry the yarn, which is totally fine. I have never liked the way it looks carrying the yarn with this chunky yarn, but if you can get it to look how you want to, then by all means carry it. You'll have a lot less knots to tie than me, but this just is what works for me. So that will be 1 half gold, half spot color. We need to do 5 to make our second spot. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I need to do 2 single crochet in gold. So this is where I change. One, 2. Now we do an increase with gold in this next stitch. Increase. Now we're going to do 5 single crochet in the new color. So half of it. I am not left-handed. There we go. 1. Get those yarn tails tucked over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to switch again, do 3 single crochet with the main body color. That's 1, 2, 3. Now 5, with the spot color. One, two, three, 4, 5. Now we'll do 2 with the main body color in gold. 1, 2, and now I'm back at my stitch marker, so that is the end of round 4. I have 34 total single crochets, and I'm just going to do the start of round 5 here with you, and then I'll show you how I tie the knots. Right now they're all just loose and not tied up, so I'll just do a little bit more so I can show you how I tie the knots. So move my stitch marker over. Round 5, you do an increase with gold, and then 2 single crochet with gold. 1, 2, and this is one of the stitches that isn't tied off yet, so be sure not to pull it too tight, or you can just kind of tug on these yarn tails back here to kind of tighten it up. So that was 1, 2. Now we're going to do 5 with the spot color. So start your switch. So that is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to pause right there just so I can show you how I tie up these ends. Pull up my loop so I don't lose it. Now I usually crochet maybe 2 or 3 rounds and then go back, turn it inside out like this to expose all of these tails so I can get to them easier, and I tie up a few and then go back to crocheting, tie up a few, so on and so forth. So see these two where my color change happened right next to each other, where I changed from spot color to gold, I just tie a double knot with those two. And don't pull too tight, make it snug, but if you pull really tight then you'll misshape your stitch on the front side. So just a double knot. Let's do 3 for fun. And then I trim those about to there. Use these for stuffings later. So I'll just do that every 2 or 3 rows as I go. I'll kind of hold off on this one because you see I'm gonna come back and work right here in this stitch on the next round, and if I were to pull that on a double knot too tight, it would make that stitch really tight. So I wait until it's like this example where I've already done the 2 rows that involve these 2 yarn tails, and then I tie the knot. So that's how you do it, and just continue around changing colors like that, and you'll get these nice organic, perfectly imperfect looking giraffe spots that are staggered throughout the body.